approach me.
Hey,
Hey, all.
that's me, all. Me and the rest of us.
Take a seat.
It's taken.
Take a seat.
There's somebody sitting there. I can't sit here.
I don't care. Take their seat.
I'll just make my own. Does that work for you? Wait, I need to.
Did he just get kidnapped by a broom?
There we go. Perfect. Does that work for you?
There's literally a chair. Stop humping me with your Gela broom.
I'm not humping you. I'm humping this torch.
That's not better. There's literally a chair emote, and you went for the fucking broom.
I don't think I have that. I don't think I have that emote.
Well, you're a failure of a human being. This is why everyone dislikes you.
That's not true. There's plenty of other reasons why people dislike you.
So remember how I got like over 1,000 dislikes for every bird wife?
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
You, sir, also have over 1,000 dislikes on your 5 worst monsters.
I'm sure I do.
And I am curious as to find out why.
I have to wonder if a part of it might just be people not liking the idea of a worst monster list.
Well, this is back when you were a baby. You only just started existing.
Oh yeah, I had opinions. I still have opinions, and I probably still agree with my old opinions.
Well, we shall see.
Well, especially now that it's so bright out.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely see now. So welcome then, ladies and gentlemen, to back when Colin was a baby and only just picked up a Monster Hunter weapon in
yes, 27 years ago. Oh, Monster Hunter,
in
right?
The start of world. This was before this was just after he came into existence because it didn't exist before Monster Hunter World.
That's how object permanence works. I didn't exist until I was in your sphere of awareness.
So this is your worst 5 monsters in world that very much upset a lot of people.
Great Juros is gonna be there because he's forgettable. Kieran definitely also gonna be there.
Ironically, the forgettable one is when you instantly remember.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I remembered. I'm also certain that Kieran is on my list, which is a funny overlap with your list.
Also, what the fuck are you wearing, man?
Pink.
This feels like a long time before you refined your style.
Well, this was also when there was probably very limited layered armor if it was base world.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
I think it was before, I would have to guess it was before the Harvest Festival, because that was when I started using Harvest in pink.
See, I notably sound pretty much exactly the same between now and a video from 7 years ago, but I feel like you're not going to.
No, my voice has changed a lot over those years. Something about like talking for like a lot of time per day just adds up, and like it changes the way your voice sounds, but then it settles to a new normal.
I'm Cotton Dinosaur. And
Okay, yeah, no, wow. Oh my god.
That's just me talking normally. I don't really have a whole lot of energy. I'm just gonna say words now, and you're gonna listen to them. And welcome to my YouTube video about my 5 worst monsters.
I actually don't think we need to watch anymore. That's why it's got 1,000 dislikes.
It just sounds like I should be a lot closer in your ear.
this is my first Monster Hunter game.
I wonder how long you took saying that.
Oh, there's gonna be copyrighted music playing here. That's sad for everyone else.
Oh, yeah, there is. I think it's only fair that you should do a verbal reenaction of what we're not allowed to show everyone.
Gonna do pain without love. Pain can't get enough. Pain might get rough. It's a rather needed thing than nothing. Oh! That's the song.
I'm sure that was exemplary, man. The idea that you went out into the world and deliberately carted to things like Geratidos is hilarious.
You think it was deliberate? No, it was.
Yeah! Wait, deliberate?
Yeah, of course.
I just had all those clips lying around of every monster in this game carting.
While I stand still, facing the camera. Yeah, that's normal, right?
Well, these are the monsters that...
What I love about this is the video title has theory in brackets, but it's your top 5 worst monsters in world. So why did I put theory in the
algorithm? In theory, these are the 5 worst monsters in Monster Hunter World.
I hate. They look funny, they showed me how to cart, and just generally introduced me to Mr. Floor.
They look funny. And you were ripping into me for putting Uragan Chin as the entire reason that he was like 3rd on my list.
Yeah, and?
Yeah, so what? Hypocrite, I don't care.
Everyone's hypocritical at least a little bit. That's just part of being a human.
Sup? First, for some honor...
Aw, Mr. Floor cameoed in here as well.
Yeah, Mr. Floor.
I love Mr. Floor.
It is weird listening to one of my videos without any background music, because like there was the musical intro and then it's just me talking quietly.
Honorable mentions, or I guess in this case, dishonorable mentions. Dishonorable mentions. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll go with that. Great Gyros.
All right, I added more at the beginning, so you get more than 5 for me to insult.
He's a dishonorable mention, so he's not even on your
As a
list.
monster, he's just really boring.
Oh, that's so mean.
He is just sort of, like, in the hindsight of understanding Monster Hunter, he's basically a 4-legged Gendra.
He's a cobra with legs who commands smaller snakes with legs as his friend.
That description doesn't sound like an uninteresting monster.
That actually sounds better when I put it that way.
It's a cobra with legs that commands other smaller cobras.
I think that actually might make him sound better than he is.
Yeah, it really does.
Who also has paralysis fangs because that's how they wanted to do his venom. But he's...
Why did you say that like you were disappointed with Capcom? Really, that's the best they could come up with for delivering his paralysis?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
That's just what he is. Like, even comparison to, like, the other low-tier monsters of their areas. Like, for example, Great Jagras. Great Jagras is really interesting. Sure, he's a big lizard, but he's a big lizard that swallows things whole, puffs up his belly, and starts rolling around trying to smush you. That's really...
Why is there no inflection in your voice on any of this? This is so weird to listen to. It's so surreal.
Because that's how normal humans generally talk when they're just talking. I didn't have a YouTube voice.
It's not even necessarily about having a YouTube voice. It's just you're describing like such fantastical things in such steady pitch.
That's just how things are, you know. This is the world. This is the Monster Hunter world.
That's why I love this Great Jagras freeze frame.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking at him. It's like, is that a bird?
Oh, that bird is, I'm going in!
Cool. And then fucking Dodogama. Nobody can complain about Dodogama. Not only does he have one of the fucking cutest faces.
Oh, there we go. Dodogama got the inflections out of you.
He deserves it.
So fantastic. But his mechanics are really interesting. He eats rocks and spits them out as you as fiery, hot, like molten lava rocks. And a lot...
He eats rocks and spits them out as fiery rocks.
I also said he spits them as you there. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of you were upset that he wasn't on my top 5 list, but trust me, I still think he's really, really cool. He just didn't make my top 5. Black Diablos. From an objective standpoint, she is super awesome. Being a female Diablos in Heat changes...
I love female Diablos in Heat.
If I pause it there, she's super awesome because she's a female Diablos in Heat.
And that's all it is. I just like it when the monsters are women and when they're horny.
Her mannerisms, her coloring, and her moveset to show enhanced aggression is really cool.
You've just described every component of this monster with positivity.
No, because what you're about to hear is the part where I hate fighting her.
And no, not all Diablos are female. I don't know why some people think this. Only black Diablos are exclusively female.
What? I don't remember that was a thing that you felt the need to stress that.
That feels like I saw one comment on a video one time and like felt the need to personally respond to it.
That's so wild! And no, not all Diablos are female. Anyway.
And no Kevin Slayer XX37.
Amen!
But for...
See, you agreed! Clearly this was some sort of thing!
A thing? Does anyone remember? Was this a thing in Base World when it came out? Was it like the Deviljho tale of the time? I'm so perplexed!
From my point of view, the first time that I fought Black Diablos was an absolute slugfest, and I was the one getting slugged. In my mind, the entire time I was fighting was just pure anger that the developers would do something like this, because it's just like...
Yeah, man. Why would the developers do that?
How dare they put gameplay in the game?
Diablos. One of the hardest, if not the hardest, non-elder dragons in the game. How do we make it harder? Unpredictability.
Did you faintly hit your desk for emphasis, and then that was the whole lot?
No, that was a mouth
I'm a
pop.
little bit more attuned. But the burrow, holy crap, that took me hours. It took me hours.
This is post-Deviljho being added, so this is a post-title update 1 world.
Yeah, so clearly I think that Black Diablos is harder than Deviljho. But also, we're not even the actual list yet, are we? I didn't say number 5. This is still a dishonorable mention.
Yeah, no, this is still this honorable mention.
Which is why I started it by talking about how much I liked it as well.
To get used to the burrow. Because the burrow, which the normal Diablos does, where he just pops up immediately when he stops burrowing through the ground. He just steps up where he is, pop, back to fighting. Normal. Hard to deal with at first, you get used to it. But then once you're used to it, once you've fought Diablos like 30 times, here's Black Diablos. What does she do?
I said fucked.
She does that. She can do that. But she also
Once you fuck Diablos like 30 times.
You say
I'm about to say that she does more.
randomly changes that up with not coming out immediately. And then when she comes out like 3 or 4 seconds later, doing this massive forward momentum charge. She also has...
See, that's funny because that was not the exclusive animation I was talking about that I showed there. I showed a completely separate, similar concept that Diablos also does.
You can get used to that really easily. You just sort of have to move correct direction.
I just love that most of this is just describing a normal encounter with a black Diablos.
But also, why am I spending so long before I'm even in the actual list? This is crazy. Like, I would never spend this long on an honorable
See,
mention.
it's not just me. It's not just me. I'm just excited for your upcoming slam poetry.
Well, yeah, but you have to remember, I learned how to make videos from you.
And stuff. But the burrow can still get me sometimes because it's timed really weirdly. It's timed that way on purpose, but god damn was it aggravating. So aggravating.
Said the calmest man in the universe.
Hey, there's at least a little bit of inflection in there.
Number 5.
See, I love that even back then you still had your big deep number.
I don't do that anymore, no, because it feels weird.
I swear you still do that.
There was a point where I was just like, why did I do that?
Pink Rathian.
The fact that this isn't higher up.
Yeah, I mean, I think my feelings on this are quite clear.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think Pink Rathian is a fantastic monster, a fantastic...
I love that worst lists like this start with. Anyway, my 5th worst monster in this entire game is this. Anyway, they're a fantastic monster, but...
Well, yeah, that's because all monsters are good. It's just, you know, there's varying levels of that in comparison.
And a really good idea for the first subspecies to introduce us to as players.
You don't think it's a good idea for the first subspecies? I've never seen you more disappointed with a new monster than when Pink Rathian landed in Coral Island.
Yeah, and I'm about to mention that, I'm sure.
However, I think that the way that they did it and the build-up to Pink Rathian was really terrible for a story flow type of manner, and that's what ruined Pink Rathian for me to this day. Because the thing is, the quest build-up...
Is it still to this day?
Yep, yeah. I mean, it changed my first impressions of Pink Rathian, which of course changes my thoughts of Pink Rathian in general. I think she's fine, but I think I probably would have liked her more if it wasn't for the, oh, I'm gonna get a new monster, It's Rathian, but Pink.
is find a bunch of footsteps, right? It's, well, there's this new monster that appeared, and we have no idea what it is. It's leaving footprints all around the place. Go collect them, and then when you've found enough, we might have enough information to try and take it down. So you collect all the footprints. It takes like a couple of hours.
I'm sure some of the dislikes are, but it says Rathian.
Also, just the phrase collecting footprints is really funny to me.
Also, the fact that just the memory blast that in like base world before they patched it, the footsteps took so fucking long.
Yeah, they did.
At least. Like, you have to actually put in a lot of effort to get all these tracks. So it just seems like something big is about to happen. What this actually is from the game developer...
A part of me was genuinely watching that saying, why aren't you focus moding a little bit to the left? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
At the best capability that you can. Get ready for harder content.
Well, you definitely didn't roll through that.
No, didn't even try.
God, I remember pre-nerf Rocksteady?
Yeah, that's great.
Or pre-nerf Temporal, actually.
And sure, that's fair enough when you're thinking about it from the point of view we're at now, where you know that was the introduction to high rank. However, me, having never played a Monster Hunter game before, walking into that area of the game where it's just like, pick up tracks, there's something crazy, question mark, on all the track pickups. Oh god, this can only be something really cool! And I've been fighting new monster after new monster after new monster, each one of them cooler than the last. In my head, the only thing that could possibly happen is that it's an even cooler monster that I've never heard of before. And what is it? We finally collect all the tracks, we finally start the quest. We walk up to it, and what is it?
Somebody just fucking spray painted a Rathian, and you're acting like it's the biggest thing that's ever.
But the thing is, it's not just about the fact that it's a Rathian. This is confirmation that there exists an entire category of existing monster but alternate version. You're seeing Pink Rathian subspecies. You're having subspecies as a concept confirmed to you, which is why it was such a weirdly anticlimactic reaction.
At the time, in the context of Rathian but pink, that doesn't matter. Why is that a good thing?
because the response to this is, oh, a Pink Rathian. What other monsters could there be like this? As opposed to just focusing on Pink Rathian.
If I see Pink Rathian, I'm not going to be like, oh, that means Coral Pookie. Pookie could be a thing. I'm going to be like, oh, great. Now there's like a red Dodo Gamma.
I did a Rathian!
It's a fucking Rathian! But pink!
What?
Why did I speed up there?
It's a Rathian! Run, but pink!
I think I also cut the clip in after reenacting it while I was recording, and then put my reenactment after the clip.
It's just a Rathian, but pink. But
true.
But why?
You sound like you're in a small box being forced to talk about this, and you're not quite sure. Like, it's so funny to me.
Well, I mean, one day you'll let me out, yeah. That'd be nice. I've given up hope.
You sound like there's going to be a punishment if you choose the wrong monsters, but you have to make the video anyway. There's just a slight edge of worry to your voice while talking about this.
Correct. This is why at the start of every section is, don't get me wrong, I think it's a good monster. Also, I hate it.
Number 4.
Right, what are your predictions? This is use, right? What do you think the remaining 4 are? This is a title update 1 world error.
Juratotus is number 1.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Kieran's gonna be on the list.
That's a safe one, because everyone agrees with that.
But I don't know if that's one where I'd make the distinction between just hard versus bad.
Okay.
I wouldn't say Deviljho. I don't, Titsy-Aku?
Okay, that's 3. Lock in a 4th.
My brain is struggling to remember. Oh, Levisioth, obviously Levisioth.
Uragon.
Oh! Oh!
I did think he was probably, I forgot when you just asked me, but when you mentioned him earlier, I was like, he's probably gonna be on my list too, isn't he?
Okay! Look who's the pot calling the kettle black.
Well, what's interesting is I don't know if I'm gonna say the same thing. I might just say it his chin's ugly, or I might just say that I don't like fighting him.
If you spend the next 2 minutes calling him ugly, I want a written apology.
Well, I think the funny part is I never watched your video, so if we said the same thing, it's just like you exposing me to your thought process as we play, probably.
This guy is one of the cutest things that I have
You're good, okay, you like him. Very different initial vibe.
ever seen when you're looking at him from afar.
So far, I'm not sure why everyone's upset at this. Did you just add the quantifier of when you look at him from afar?
Yeah, it did. I think I am gonna insult his chin.
Or when you're looking at him when he's sleeping, when he's not fighting you, when he's just not aggressive.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yeah, okay.
Oh, right. I like the way he looks. I like his I just don't like his fight. Yeah, that's fair.
In general, whenever you can look at him and he's not unhappy with you, he's really, really cute. He is really happy, and like this.
He's just a happy guy.
Yeah, he has a similar energy when he's sleeping to Duramboros when he's awake.
God, yeah, this is from an era you didn't know about 90% of the monsters that existed.
Yep, more. I knew about like 30 monsters.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
This is the type of way that I'd like to live my life. If I could be as happy as this guy looks on a daily basis, then, you know, life's good. I don't care what else is going on. That means that life is just sort of set. However,
He just has a little like his resting pose. I forgot about that. He is cute.
the one thing that gets me consistently to this day very frustrated is his rolling. And not just his rolling, because it's not like, oh, I'm going to roll in a straight line. Look out! Oh, like that's whatever. It's just rolling in a straight line.
Whatever, that's just rolling in a straight line. Anyone can do that.
I just find it so interesting the moments that I choose to have inflection and then it's just gone.
It's when he starts rolling in little circles. Because what he'll do is he'll roll right out.
Oh yeah, since he swings around the camera.
Right? But now he's behind you. But he didn't stop rolling behind you. What he's going to do is he's going to come right back at you. But you don't know when, and you don't know where, because you can't see him. He's behind you. So he hits you.
Yeah, I love that you just showed a perfect example of spinning your camera and actually seeing where he's coming from while describing how impossible it is to see where he's coming from.
I think the idea behind that was showing his motions, but with me not trying to fight and stuff, but it didn't come across right.
Or he aims for an area like slightly off to your right, so you try to dodge him, but then he hits the new place that you rolled to. So you just get a hit, and it's really frustrating because, like, it's just again, this is how they designed it, which means it's designed properly. It's how they wanted it to be. They wanted it to be a difficult moment.
Man, I'm bad with words at this point.
Yeah, how are you evaluating your performance?
It's frustrating, and so he does this, so it's frustrating. It's just really frustrating. I'm frustrated.
You sound a little bit drunk as well.
I do a little bit, but I definitely wasn't because I just didn't drink at this time of my life.
Maybe they wanted to use the lock-on camera, which I hate. When he starts rolling, I start hating.
You don't even need to keep playing. You know what clip's about to happen here.
Fucking mic drop moment. Why did you add no glaive?
That actually fits Uragon way too well. It's the sly smile. He's just like, yeah.
Uragon would have grills.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I could totally see that.
Number 3.
Of course! Why didn't either of us think about Kushala? Obviously, he's a freebie. Everyone agrees.
In my brain, Kushala is Sunbreak Kushala now, where he's like actually fun.
Kushala Daora. Now, before we get into this, I have 2 disclaimers for you.
I swear you just said Kushala Daora.
I think it was Daora.
Kushala Daora.
Kushala Daora farmer.
Kushala Daora farmer.
Number 1 is that I think from a design standpoint, Kushala is a fantastic monster.
I love that every single one of these starts with, look, they're a fantastic monster. Anyway, I
Hey,
hate them.
that's not true. Uragon wasn't fantastic, he was cute.
Both in terms of how he looks aesthetically and his personality, his design, just great as a whole.
I love his personality. He's a great guy, honestly. Fun to hang with.
He's got a very regal sort of personality to him, you know?
Number 2 is don't judge my insect glaive gameplay. I'm trying something new and having fun, okay?
Yeah, to be fair, this is probably like the 3rd day that I played Insect Glaive, if I was gonna guess, because I know I didn't play much Insect Glaive in Base World.
I found an old world video where I was talking about weapons to play, and I mentioned Insect Glaive, and the background footage was me fighting without any extract
I
buttons.
thought you were gonna say without an Insect Glaive.
Without an Insect Glaive, yeah!
Oh, that's tough. I'd prefer Insect Glaive without the buffs.
Gosh. Now, the first time I fought Kushala Daora, and you guys have probably all already seen this because it was in the Pro and Noob series, but you saw the first time that I fought Kushala Daora.
I think I felt the need to cut that in, based on hearing that audio. That sounded like that was a separate take that I shoved in. It was like, and you've seen this because it was in the Pro and Noob, now back.
You're using the weapon that has the smallest range in the game. It also drains all of your stamina.
I was using dual blades, yeah. Not a good combo.
That you have to get as close to him as possible during his wind aura to do any damage. His wind aura being something that knocks you the fuck back and puts you at a disadvantage for when he doesn't attack, because you can't really dodge when you're knocked on the floor. So he knocks you around whenever you try to hit him. It was just so frustrating. Now, these days, since I switched to bow, even on hammer, even with greatsword, even with an insect glaive, it doesn't matter what I'm using if it's not dual blades.
Okay.
Me and him, we get along quite well, especially now that I've got...
We've since made up. Now we're famous friends.
It was a rough fight in World. It was very rough for dual blades specifically, now that I have the memories coming back. Especially as a new player, even more so. I just dodged into a tornado.
Used to his moveset, how to stop like being hit by the wind aura.
Sending a Kinsect into an active Kushala hurricane feels very cruel.
Well, at least, you know, I wouldn't get my Kinsect to do anything I wouldn't do myself, which is why I then pole vaulted into it afterwards.
But that first time that I fought him is the entire reason that he's on this list. It's just the one time, the one experience. Holy crap, in my head was just, this has got to be the worst thing that I could possibly do with this weapon in the entire game. Why would anyone choose to do this? Why do I hate myself?
Stand by that.
But he just knocks you down.
I do think I stand by Kushala being the worst target for dual blades in Base World, for sure.
Maybe. He was very annoying for bow because the arrow's bouncing.
Yeah, but what I said wasn't, it was worse for dual blades than anyone else. It was, there's no monster that I would rather, or wouldn't rather fight with dual blades.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he kicks you when you're down. And then he spits on you when you...
He does spit wind.
Look, man, we had a very different experience with Kushala, is what I'm finding out right now.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
He kicks you and he spits on you, and I was very upset.
And then I started playing Monster Hunter. I don't know who this Kushala guy was, but he was really mean.
You're down, and then he, like, points and laughs at you with his little bronze nose and his little metal paw.
Also, this positioning of that head cutout is so ridiculous. On both of them! Bart's mouth is showing!
That was a different era. That's charming.
We found a friend for you to play with.
Why is he holding the arm like a gun?
I think it was to cover the pointing finger, but I don't know why I did it like that.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
This is my Kushala paw gauntlet.
It's also the wrong hand. I could have done the left hand.
Nelson, honey, where have you been?
You're Kushala's mother. No, bad pause frame. Don't give away my secrets.
Why am I Kushala's mother?
I don't know.
Ha ha! Ha ha!
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
Oh, yep, now I get it now. Yep, I get it.
Number 2.
Deviljho. Now, I know Deviljho wasn't one of the original monsters in the game, but neither was called
That's true.
Shiraz, and she made it in my top 5 lists because I think...
Oh, this is a post-Culve world as well, so it's title a bit too.
On the other hand, is sort of the opposite. Now, I love the idea of him as a monster. Again, I love his design, his personality. The fact that when he's angry, his blood boils and starts to glow, that's really cool. That's
It's the tremor.
Would he still be in your bottom 5 worst world monsters?
I mean, base world, still probably not. No.
really, really cool. I totally dig that. And I dig the fact that the way that he fights...
How far down would you have to go to reach Deviljho if you're ranking every single monster that exists from first to worst?
Like every.
Yeah, I'm expecting a number like 30th, 40th, you know, that kind of thing.
Probably around 40, 50. I think he's a lot better than I used to.
Okay, interesting.
Clearly.
Clearly, yeah.
Well, I genuinely think what I'm about to say is that I just despise Tremor, and that I don't like Tremor, and that I don't like how much he tremors me, and I feel like that's a very noob take.
Is perfectly aligned with the way that they've designed him, both visually and personality. What I don't like is the actual act of fighting him personally. I hate it. I can't stand it. Why? Because to start things off, he has a massive hitbox, which is part of just the fact that he's large. He's a brute.
You just didn't like his fight. Also, I perfectly gave you a insect hat.
Trying to take off.
Wyvern, which means he's like a T-Rex, so he's very big. And being very big by itself isn't the worst thing in the world. But then he's also very aggressive. He's very fast. He's about as fast as Odogaron is, who's like a...
That's not true. That's a false statement. I mean, I guess it's true in the fact that I said he's about as fast, which is very vague, but like that's not
That
right.
is wild. That's a wild take.
That's not quite right. That's not quite right, no.
10th of the size. So he's that fast with that big of a hitbox, and what do most of his attacks do? They sweep. They're big sweeping attacks that happen really quickly with a big hitbox. So he just makes entire areas of like 40 square feet in it.
40 square feet! I measured it! He covers 40 square feet with his attack!
That's not even that much, is it? Like, that's not that big of a...
No, it's such a weird number and metric to go for!
Like, that's significantly smaller than the space his attacks actually take up, isn't it? Like, am I crazy? Did I lowball him while trying to exaggerate? Did I try to hyperbole and underdo it?
It's just choosing to describe monster size as square feet is incredible to me as a choice.
I think I just said words and went with it and didn't think about it like at all.
Accessible to anyone who doesn't want to get their face blown off. And then what happens if you think you're far enough away from him? You
not
think
much of
you
a
gotta
blower.
run away for some reason? You're just trying to get some space? He fucking lobs a rock at you!
Why is that so you take issue with?
Oh, lay off. We haven't started yet. Come on. Who threw that?
Oh my god.
Who threw that stone? Come on.
Who does that? Why does he just throw a rock at you? I don't know.
This is such a weird move to take issue with.
Well, it's just, it feels it's rude, Like, you shouldn't be able to do that.
But he does it, which is fantastic. Again, I love it.
Who does that? It's fantastic, but who does that?
Well, yeah, no, it's like this thing is a gigantic physical powerhouse that like dominates the space nearby him. Surely the safe thing should be to get away, so why am I not safe when I'm away?
I love his cocked little head here.
He's like, yeah, I'll get you soon enough.
From a design perspective, but from fighting him, what the fuck? Just calm down.
Just calm down.
Yeah, that's not something to say to him.
My advice for Deviljho is just calm down.
Just calm down. Which I guess is sort of part of his personality not to do. He doesn't calm down. That's Deviljho. To get in the spirit and get...
What is this? What is this for? What is going on here?
I'm using a greatsword.
Yeah, well, I don't like this at all.
You have to go from the side of how difficult is it to make a monster. Just think about that for a second. Yes.
What am I?
I'm so
Am I gonna say Valhazak's the worst monster? Why am I here?
I don't know. You've cut from the Deviljho fight, but it's not said like number one or anything. And now you're using a greatsword.
To make a monster that not only fits to the location that it's in, but fits within its own biology as an actual living creature, fits within its habitat, an explanation for why it's there, an explanation for how it became what it is, an explanation for all of its abilities, because they all have to make sense within the biology and the locale. And the nice.
Why are we in the Rotten Vale?
Maybe using Valhazak as an example of a good.
I mean, maybe, but why am I not showing Valhazak? Why am I showing a whole run there?
Explanation for how it survives with the other monsters in the area. That is an absolutely massive list of things that you have to cover, and you have to cover correctly. And I think 95% of the monsters in this game do. So what I'd like to hear from you guys is your ideas for monsters that fit all of these criteria.
Why is this happening? It's a little interlude in the middle of the Deviljho part.
I don't know. I don't know. This is so strange.
Anyway, I really dislike Deviljho, but for now, real quick, I want you guys to tell me your best ideas for monsters that fit their environment.
If I was gonna guess while we're talking about this video, you might have said something along the lines of, just be careful not to insult things that people like, and I just took that way, way, way too deeply.
Yeah, somehow. Or maybe some that don't, that you just really like the idea of. My monster that I'm going to present to you is called the Bramados.
Right, I rated a monster for no particular reason. Yes. It's a pretty good animal.
Why in between second place and first place on your 5 worst monsters in world did you create your own monster?
And ask people for their own.
Why did you do a second video in this video?
Just a short one, I just wanted to show off my blue bear mermaid.
It's like you couldn't find a justification to show this. Like, fucking, I'm putting it in this list. Oh my god, why?
I don't even know what this is. Like, did I just Photoshop the top half of a bear onto a weird fish? Like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
A bear mermaid hybrid. Yes, it is a bear that has a fishy tail. Super floppy, sort of like Palumus. He's got blue fur, a nice big berry exterior with a lot of fur. He's just so furry. He shoots water out of his mouth. Sort of like Val's beam, except water. It doesn't do a whole lot.
Oh, that's why I'm with Val.
Why is this a segment? Please, why
I don't know.
Is this a
I
segment?
don't have any idea. I genuinely couldn't tell you.
The damage, it's mostly just knockback. Then, when he's enraged, he'll start shooting them out of multiple holes. It comes out of his mouth, comes out of his ears, comes out of his...
I have so many questions for myself in the past.
See, this does remind me. I did an entire dedicated video on a monster that I designed, but obviously it was the whole video because I'm not a psychopath.
I think I also did do one of those separate from this.
That would be a fun thing to go look at.
Tail. When he's angry, he's just got such high water pressure because it's like blood pressure for him because he's like a bear mermaid. Then he just starts spitting out all the damn holes. So when he's angry, you have to dodge all the beams while also dodging his normal attacks, which the beams just move with his normal movement, right? Like, I think it's pretty cool. And then
I basically came up with fucking coral pookie pookie here.
He shoots water from every orifice and spins. Thank you. I will take no questions.
Look, I'm just saying. Clearly, the Monster Hunter devs watched this and took some inspiration.
like maybe he has this move where we're just once in a while he'll shake his fur off like an animal does when they're wet. And it gives you the water deep.
That immediately, that specific sentence explains why this is such a dumb hybrid of creature.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
That's a cool monster. But how do they physically work on the inside, biologically? I don't fucking know. That thing makes no sense. How do they work in the world? Where would you put them? A lake, I guess. But there's no real lakes. I guess it could...
Are we gonna get to number 1 eventually? What is this?
I'm honestly, have I changed video without realizing it?
I sort of feel like it.
How does it fit with the other monsters? It fucking doesn't. That thing would beat the shit out of an Anjanath, which isn't supposed to happen. Anjanath isn't supposed to have the shit beaten out of him by a fucking water bear. And then what would Jagras?
What is happening?
I don't know.
Why have we transitioned to the water bear segment?
It just feels like there was a part where I felt like I was being too harsh about shit that I love, and I was just like, okay, but I need to explain why I think that, they do a good job, because, it's hard to do this shit, so now I'm gonna try and do this shit and show you that I'm bad at it.
Jagras would just fucking swallow that thing whole, because it wouldn't be very big, so it wouldn't be very threatening. No, not many monsters can be added there, because Jagras will just eat them whole. Well, damn, he doesn't really work, does he?
How many monsters can be added? Because Jagras will just eat them. Shit.
Yeah, don't question the fact that Kuliaku is definitely, of a size that Jagras could eat if it wasn't for the fact that it can fight back and escape.
Neither would most things. Yet, all of the monsters that are in the game fit perfectly. Even the ones that are on this list, except for Geradados. Fuck him.
Number 1.
What? He's not even showed up on the list yet.
That was the whole fucking fucking segment. I'm so perplexed.
I am as well. I'm very confused at the way that I did things.
Oh my god. It's the fact that I also must have watched this and gone, yeah, let's upload that.
Not even that. You probably gave me notes to adjust, and then I did adjust, and you were like, that's even better.
No, it's fucking Gerardus.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Gerardados.
But I guess this was before I knew about Ignactor, so...
I'm pretty sure the first one's how the game wants me to pronounce it, but the second one's how I want to pronounce it, and the third one's just sort of fun. I appreciate the uniqueness of this monster and that he is a mudfish. However, that's pretty much all I get from him, and it's not very entertaining or interesting, is that he is a mudfish. He is a...
Yeah, I guess I didn't hate Levisioth as much because I didn't know about Ignactor yet, or the fact that he basically replaced him.
In a world where you don't know Ignactor exists, Levisioth is a cool monster.
Yeah, he's much cooler than Gerardus,
yeah.
Which I imagine is my thoughts at this point.
Ironically.
Fish in the mud. He is a fish that swims around and shoots bits of mud. He swims, he spits mud, he flops around a little bit in the mud, he continues to swim.
Just for the sake of saying it, my opinion's not changed. Even with him coming back in another game immediately afterwards for some godforsaken reason.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That said, Rise Gyarados was a lot better.
It was a little better. It was a bit weird that he mostly just swam through, like, ground, but he was a little better.
He jumps sometimes, I think. I think he jumps into the mud, and then he'll spit some more mud. That's Gyarados.
What? Why?
But I think the greatest crime that there is with Gyarados is the fact that he sort of ruins Levisioth. Because when you look at it objectively, Levisioth should be a really cool creature. Should be an absolutely fantastic...
Oh yeah, because he's the second one that you see first and is much weaker designed.
Recently, that is actually a mechanic from another monster in previous games, but I don't know about those, so I can't get too in detail on that. But the first time that you encounter a monster like that, it should be really cool, right? Except for a lot of new players, like me, Levisioth is sort of ruined by the fact that he's just a lava Gyarados. We already had Gyarados. This is just Gyarados, but hot instead of muddy. Which is terrible, because theoretically Levisioth should be really cool, but he's just not.
I just still can't believe we had an entire design your own monster set.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
I'm still not quite over that. I'm still genuinely not over that.
That was wild. Yeah, I don't, it was just another video. It just was.
Yes! Like, imagine watching that. Just as a viewer, you sat down, Worlds come out, a couple title updates saying, oh, you know, the Pro and Noob guys made his 5 worst monsters. What the fuck is this bear?
Is this one of the 5 monsters? Can I have this on my list?
Apex of the Elder's Recess. And he's ruined. He's absolutely ruined. But it's not his fault. It's not Levisioth.
It's not
Not his fault.
An uninteresting fight. An uninteresting monster. The only monster that I can say doesn't make me entirely excited to just learn how they exist is Gyarados. And
Yeah, I agree with that still. I don't really care how he functions.
Not any cool ones of those, because I like reading them, is your top 5 lists. As in bottom 5 lists, the top 5 worst lists. I want to know what you don't like in the game.
Oh my god. Well, there we have it. So, in the end, Kieran didn't even get a mention.
I was surprised by parts of this list, unsurprised by other parts of this list. I was surprised by the video as a whole, I think.
Yeah! Wild rides! Oh my days. Let's know what you guys think. We need to just start designing our own monsters and inserting it in otherwise unrelated Monster Hunter videos.
Yeah, just in the most, stick him in non-Monster Hunter videos too, just randomly. Like, we'll do something on, like, Arc Raiders and be like, and here is a crying giraffe that I made.
Title Update 4 is going to come out, and in the middle of, like, reviewing new armor sets, I'm going to be like, but anyway, I've been working on a monster, and I thought now would be a good time for me to share it, guys. What do you think of this design?
I just thought you guys should see this. I think this one should go right into Wilds today, honestly.
Oh, like you've enjoyed this. Subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future channel on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.